Hope you're having a great day. In this video, I want to respond to an email that I got over the weekend from a network marketer over in India who came across some of my content online and was asking for some advice on how to get his network marketing business moving in a little bit better way so he can create an income and provide for his family. And so I figured I would just shoot this video and read you the email that I got, some of it, give my best advice to this person, and then hopefully in the process, if you're in network marketing and wanting to hear this advice as well, hopefully this advice and these tips can provide some inspiration and some education for you to do even better in your network marketing business. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Paul Hutchings. I started my home business in a 1984 single-wide mobile home when I was newly married and struggled for quite a long time. Finally ran across some great mentors and some better ideas for growing my business. And a few short years later, 10 short years later, I was able to retire in my 40s, which I'm super happy and thankful for. In that process, I also became the #1 recruiter and earner in the network marketing company I was in at the time. And so I have thankfully been able to create some pretty good success in network marketing and also home business in general. So I think I'm somewhat credible to share some good ideas on this topic. So let's go ahead and get into it. And by the way, if you're catching the live stream by chance, comment below. Let me know who you are, where you're plugging in from. I would love to recognize you and know who's tuning in. And also, if you have any questions as we're going through this live stream, feel free to post those, and I will do my best to get to those as well. I'm not sure if I have the chat stream set up in this particular feed, so maybe let me try something else here. There we go. All right, Bill Fever. Hey, there we see the chat stream. Hey, Bill, any advice would be a blessing. Okay, cool. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. All right, well, let me go ahead and read you this email. The first email went as follows. Hi, Paul. This is Swapna from India. I came across your profile on LinkedIn. I messaged you briefly, but I thought of writing you an email. I'm working in IT, and I have a lot of financial issues to address, and irrespective of experience, I have not been able to afford to buy a home in Bangalore City in India, and education for my 2 boys is skyrocketing. And neither do I have financial support from my family. Hence, I'm striving to find ways to get financial stability. So first of all, Swapna, I totally resonate with your situation. Housing prices where I'm at are extremely high. I've got 4 boys myself, and I know that it can be a challenge to provide for your family in the ways that you want to. And all of those were reasons that I initially was drawn to network marketing and building a business from home. So I'm hearing you and feeling you all the way to this point. So Swapna continues. He says, I did join XYZ network marketing company recently, but haven't been able to even enroll a single lead. I don't have a hot or warm list, and LinkedIn was my only source to connect and check on interests with cold connected contacts. But for obvious reasons, there is no interest match. I learned your story via YouTube. Please share your thoughts on how you can help, especially me being in India. I'm unable to understand if the funnel strategy would help for network marketing. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks and regards. And then I got another email follow-up. So Swapna is persistent. I didn't respond to the first one, not because I was ignoring him, but just, was kind of busy over the last week. But he sends a second email. I'd written a brief email to your Gmail expressing my current circumstances and seeking help. Please review that email and kindly acknowledge how your guidance can help me, especially considering I'm from India. I have apprehension if funnel creation and automated process would work for network marketing. So thank you, Swapna, first of all, for the email. And hey, Nick, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So let me jump into some of this advice that I want to give Swapna, which hopefully will help him. And one thing that I've noticed as I read his emails is that in both emails, he was wondering if funnel strategy or funnel creation would help for his network marketing business. So I want to be sure to address that. Swapna also said that he has not been able to generate a single lead up to this point. So I want to address that. And then I want to share a couple tips that hopefully will be able to help Swapna, especially considering the fact that he also said that he was in India. So what he does in India might be a little different than what someone in America might do. However, I'm a big believer in principles. And so if we focus on principles, a lot of times this advice can apply generally all throughout the world. So the first thing, Swapna, I would say as far as funnel creation and lead generation. So if you don't have any leads, the first area to address, and also especially as you mentioned, you don't have any warm contacts that you want to connect with. So the very first thing to really focus a lot of time on, in my opinion, is lead generation. This is what I did. My first few years of network marketing, I did not do lead generation. I was doing contact lists. I was doing hotel meetings. I was calling people on the phone that I knew and saying, hey, I ran across a very unique business project that looks like it might be pretty lucrative. Would you be open to coming to a business presentation to check it out? That's how I strived to build my business the first few years. And I had a little bit of success with that, some yeses here, people to the presentations here and there, a few sales here and there. But it wasn't until 2009, I'd been in network marketing for 4 years, and I was jobless, living in a trailer house, and my income at that time in my network marketing business, I'd gotten it all the way up to $1,000 a month, and then it had shrunk down to $400 a month. And, Swapna was talking about his 2 kids and his 2 boys and how he wants to provide an education for them and a good life. One of my sons at the time, Kyson, was diagnosed with a condition called craniosynostosis, which meant the bones in his head were fused together, which meant that he was going to have a $50,000 surgery down at Primary Children's Hospital. So I know what it's like to have a family that you need to provide for, and I know what it's like to experience the frustration of seemingly doing the things that you think you're supposed to do and falling flat on your face. So that's where I was when I started thinking about lead generation. And the first thing that I realized was, if I could have a consistent stream of new prospects, new people who were raising their hand to some degree and saying, hey, I have some interest, and I was having these people come to me on a daily basis, in my mind, that was going to be the big solution to some of my problems. So that all boils down to lead generation. So one of the things that Swapna mentioned was funnel creation, and he didn't know if funnel creation would work for a network marketing business. Well, the first thing that I will say is 100% funnel creation absolutely will work for a network marketing business. Now, one thing to keep in mind with funnel creation is you can create a very advanced funnel and strive for 100% automation, or you can create more simple funnels that maybe don't have 100% automation, but still help you achieve the goal of generating leads. And this is my story, actually. When I got started using funnels on the internet, I didn't know much about funnels. There were 2 things that were really helpful to me in this process. Number 1 was understanding the value of a target market. And I'll jump back to something Swapna said in his email. He said that he's been cold messaging people on LinkedIn to see if they have interest in his business and not having very good results. So this is a really good place to ask Swapna and anyone else who's growing a business, who are you messaging? Are you targeting a specific type of person when you're sending those messages? Or are you just messaging anyone and everyone that you come across on LinkedIn? Target market, the idea or the principle of a target market would say in the activity of sending messages to people, you want to see if you can define the type of person that you want to message in the first place. So one example of a target market would be other people who are in network marketing. And you can imagine that if you're messaging people in network marketing only, that the people you're messaging, like residual income, are striving to grow an income outside of a job, which means maybe they don't like their job and they're wanting to do something else. That they're open to alternative income streams. So you've kind of narrowed down the conversation process quite a bit. You also know if you're connecting with people in network marketing. Now, this is just an example. There's a lot of different target markets you could approach. This is just one example. So if you're messaging someone in network marketing, you also probably know that the people you're messaging want to generate more leads, sponsor more customers, find more distributors, grow their residual income. And all of this knowledge is very, very helpful for when you're connecting with people, because you kind of already have some idea as to what they want rather than no idea. Do they even want another income stream? Do they love their job? Do they hate their job? We don't know if we're just cold messaging prospects. So this idea of target marketing, it applies if you're sending people messages and building relationships on social media, but it also applies in lead generation when you are creating content and placing ads, anything that would fall into the marketing bucket. So that's one really big thing that you want to be aware of, target market. Now, the next thing that you want to be aware of in lead generation with the funnel specifically is a funnel can be as simple as a lead capture page. So it doesn't have to be some 99-step process with upsells and downsells and pop-up boxes and automation this and automation that. It can literally just be a lead capture page. And if you have no leads, the first thing you need is a lead capture page so that when you communicate with your target market, you can give them an invitation to go become a lead, to go become a lead. This is Lead Generation 101. Miranda says, hello, I'm coming in from Jackson, Tennessee. Hey, Miranda, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So we've got target market and we've got lead generation, specifically with a lead capture page. Now, Swapna being in India, one of the things that I would recommend for Swapna is to, number one, as we've mentioned, kind of figure out who is the type of person you want to target. And one of the concerns Swapna had was, now I live in India, and how can I find a market? How can I create a marketing plan that will work for me in India? Now, I'm not in India, I'm in America. So Swapna, you're going to have to use your mind on this a little bit. But are there network marketing companies in India that you could target where, when you say create a YouTube video, you have a good chance of someone in India that is in network marketing finding that video? Now, if you do that, the chances of you and your message and your voice and your background relating to those people is probably going to be a little bit higher because you're targeting someone in India. So there's a lot of different directions you could go with this, but that would be one thing that I would ask myself, if were I in your shoes, is who do I want to target? Now, I live in India, I'm in network marketing, I want to grow residual income. What types of people can I target in India that are kind of like me? It could be people in network marketing. It could be people searching on YouTube in India who are looking for alternative income streams. It could be all kinds of things. But the point is, you want to clearly identify that market, and then you want to create a lead capture page that would be attractive to that target market. And again, this just requires a little bit of thought. When I was building my network marketing business back in the day, one thing that I was taught that made a lot of sense is that if I'm targeting people in network marketing, a lot of those people probably already love their business. And so for me to show up and say, hey, I've got another business you could join, might not work the best. So a little bit of strategy is good here. So what I was taught by mentors back in the day was, if you're targeting people in network marketing, say you're doing review videos on network marketing companies or network marketing comp plans or network marketing products or questions that people in network marketing have, you can do a video on YouTube. You can create the content, answering the question, giving the value, and then at the end, you can give a call to action, inviting people to go to your lead capture page. So for a great example of a lead capture page that you might use targeting people in network marketing, check out onlinerecruitingsecrets.com. This is my network marketing specific funnel. And what will you find if you go to that page? You won't find me advertising my primary business today. You won't see that. Why? Because a big part of marketing is getting into the minds of the people that you're communicating with. So like I said earlier, people in network marketing, what do we know? We know they probably want more leads. We know they probably want to gather more customers. We know they probably have had some frustration in connecting with people one-on-one. They've probably experienced some rejection. Probably. We know all of these probablys. So on the lead capture page, if we can create a message that speaks to those people, knowing what we can, reasonably assume about them, odds are they will want to give us their contact information and become a lead. So on my lead capture page at onlinerecruitingsecrets.com, it says something about, how to use the internet to gather a flood of customers and prospects and for your network marketing business. And so when someone in network marketing sees that, the only question they have is, do I want to use the internet to gather a flood of customers and distributors and leads for my business? And I would venture to say that for someone who's like on the way up, this is different for someone who's already got a bunch of success. Someone who's already got a bunch of success, all the money that they want, maybe they won't care so much about that message. But for someone that is struggling, for someone like Swapna, who's just getting started and has this huge burning desire to grow his business so he can provide for his family, and then he sees a message that's like, here's how you can generate leads and a flood of customers for your business, that is probably going to be very attractive to Swapna. And that is an example of what we like to call message to market match. And this is as simple as a funnel can be, and it can be very simple. So, to answer Swapna's question, I think the first thing, Swapna, you want to do is figure out who you want to target, who would be a good fit for what you're doing, create a lead capture page that has a message that speaks to those people, and maybe even has some sort of giveaway. Like on mine, I give away 7 free videos for anyone in network marketing that teach them how I became the #1 recruiter and earner in my network marketing company. So when they put their name and email in, they get my 7 free videos. Now, here's what you can do. You can have a phone number field on that lead capture page. Now, this is going to the idea that I was talking about earlier, where I said that funnel creation does not have to be 100% automated. If you collect a phone number on your lead capture page, now you have a lead no matter what happens on the back end. Your videos that you give away could be terrible. Your PDF that you give away could be terrible. And as long as you have that phone number, you can pick up the phone, you can use Skype, you can reach out to that person, you can establish a connection, and you can find out if that person would be a good fit for your business. And there's a process that you can use to do this. I've used it many times over the years, and I write about it extensively in my book, Online Recruiting Secrets, which you can get if you go to onlinerecruitingsecrets.com. Not only do you get my 7 free videos, but you also get my book, Online Recruiting Secrets, where I write the psychology and the principles and the wording to use if you're going to be connecting with people one-on-one. And that's what I did when I was living in a trailer house. Of course, I did the best that I could to make my training valuable and to deliver stuff that would help people. But really what I wanted was those leads coming in on a daily basis. I wanted phone numbers so that I could reach out, connect, establish a relationship, see if I could serve someone with what I was offering, connect and close sales into my network marketing business, and all the stuff on the back end to make your funnel even more effective and more hands-off. You can learn those things over time. And that would be my recommendation for anyone who's new with funnels is I generally would not recommend going into a funnel with the idea that you're just going to drive traffic and never talk to anyone, never communicate with anyone. If that's your mentality, you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need a high amount of lead flow, and you're going to need a very, very good funnel that is proven to convert. And you may or may not have the skills to put those two things together right off the bat. But what I can say is you probably have the desire and the grit and the determination to get out there and generate a few leads and then to connect with people and follow a simple process to help people get started in your business. So I think these are probably my best pieces of advice for Swapna being in India and wondering about lead generation. As far as funnel creation, again, the first part of a funnel is a lead capture page. And if you want to generate leads, that is a non-negotiable. You must have a lead capture page. Now, I want to also speak quickly to the point that some companies offer a lead capture page for your network marketing business. And that may be the case for the company that Swapna's in. I don't know. But what I will say is that in my experience within network marketing, the materials that they gave me, the lead capture pages, the company lead capture pages, they were not the most ideal. because I ran into a few problems with them. One, they were not very good. Like some companies are not good at marketing. They might be good at products. They might be good at service. They might be good at relationship and team building. But when it comes to marketing, that's a different skill set. So some lead capture pages that my companies in the past gave me were terrible. They just weren't very attractive. So that's a problem you run in with company lead capture pages. Another problem you run into with company lead capture pages is a lot of times they will give you a lead capture page that is selling the product and the company that you're with, and that's okay. You're going to need that when you find the people who are open to that. But if you're following a process like I mentioned in this video and you're targeting other network marketers, here's the thing you got to realize is that for a lot of people in network marketing, their business is a problem for them. And why is it a problem? It's a problem because they thought it was a solution when they joined because they had a problem called a job or a problem called poverty. So they thought the company was a solution. So then they joined the company. They started maybe talking to friends and family and maybe had a little success, maybe no success. But pretty soon, what happened for me was my company became a problem because now I have this thing that I want to grow to solve my problem and I don't know how to grow it. And I'm working my guts out and it's not working. So now my company is a problem, right? So if you're targeting people like that, you have to remember the psychology and remember that just hitting them up with another business, if you do that, here's likely what's going on in their mind. Well, shoot, my current business isn't working, so why would joining your business work? How is that going to be any better, right? That's the psychology that's going on. So when you give an offer to someone who has another business, you have to remember that and offer them something that will make a difference to the current problem they're aware of at this point in time. So the most surefire way to do this is, hey, here's how you can generate a ton of leads on the internet. Here's how I generated my first few leads with YouTube. Here's how I sponsored and recruited in a cold market without talking to friends and family. Here's how I was in your shoes, struggling, wanting to grow my business, frustrated, not working. And here's the thing that fixed it all for me. Just visit my website and opt in and I'll show you exactly what made the difference. See, those types of messages are probably going to resonate a lot better with the target market. So when it comes to lead capture page that your company gives you, if you can't edit that page, you are literally enslaved to the message on that page. You need something that you can massage the message with so that you can move it around and tweak it and twist it for the specific people that you're targeting. And that's why even if you're not sure about advanced funnel creation, you need some kind of a lead capture page that gives you the flexibility to create something that will be effective for your type of marketing. And in our company, we have a product called the Funnel Builder that gives you the ability to do that. It's only $25 a month. It pays $20 residuals for anyone that you might share it with, so you can grow your residual income with it if you want. But the most important part about the Funnel Builder is it's like a blank canvas and you're Picasso with a paintbrush and you can paint whatever you want to paint on those web pages. And now your destiny is more in your own hands with your lead generation. So you can learn about that also in my online recruiting secrets training video. So just visit onlinerecruitingsecrets.com, watch all 7 videos, read the book. You'll learn about that funnel builder and you'll learn about some other great resources that we have to serve network marketers and help them create more success generating leads and growing their residual income on the internet. So Nick, I think that's it. Nick says, no matter how many times I come here, I always learn something new and valuable. Thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate it. Kevin Coe says, love this stuff, Paul. Thank you so much, Kevin. Appreciate that. And I think that's a wrap, guys. So SwapNut, I hope this video was helpful for you. Please finish watching the videos that you're going through. Read that book like I mentioned. And if you have any other questions, feel free to shoot me an email and I'll do the best that I can to help you. I will also end by saying that there is hope. There's always hope. I was so frustrated when this stuff was happening to me. I was wondering if I was ever going to succeed. I was wondering if it was ever going to work. And again, when you've got a wife and family to support, when you've got people depending on you, this is a big deal, and it can really drop you to your knees in humility and put you down into, depression and frustration and all of these maybe not so positive emotions. But I just want to say that as long as you can learn something new And as long as you're willing to take a new action every day, in my mind, success is guaranteed. It doesn't matter what struggles you have right now. It doesn't matter what struggles you've had in the past, because if you can learn something, you now have a new piece of ingredient into the formula that can change the future. If you can do something different, you now have a new piece of information into the formula that can change the future. And that's what really I exist to strive to do, is to provide those little ingredients, hopefully, that will change the future for you and as many people as we possibly can. So that's it, guys. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Anyone who tunes in on the replay, love and appreciate you guys. And I hope you have an amazing Monday. All right, guys. This is Paul Hutchings signing out. Take care.